Welcome to my channel, Miss Hollow Stories. The stories I share are not just fiction, they are experiences. Some are mine, some are from people who have survived things they can't explain. So turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and get ready to enter the dark corner of reality where shadow whisper and silence scream. My name is Suhan Ahmed and I'm from Delhi, India. Today, I want to share a terrifying experience that shook me to my core. This happened before I got married during the winter season. I used to go for morning walks near a lake close to my home. The lake was beautiful, surrounded on one side by a peaceful golf course and on the other side a deep forest. People said not to go near the jungle site after dark. At that time, my family had shifted temporarily into a large three-portion rental building near the lake. We were arranging wedding functions for my elder siblings, and our own house was not big enough. Since we had just moved, I didn't know anyone in the area, but I loved fitness, and my father encouraged me to keep walking. He said it would be good for both health and meeting new people. Soon I had soon I made two friends, Ali and Raghav. Ali was fearless and playful. Raghav was more sensitive and scared easily. The three of us formed a habit. Whoever woke up first would wake the others. Most of the time, I was the first one up. We would walk, joke around, enjoy the cold breeze by the lake. But none of us knew things were about to change. There was a cremation ground near the lake. It was open for 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sometimes we would see a man walking inside early in the morning, but we thought he was a priest. Then one day, everything went wrong. Ali noticed that the cremation ground gate was open. Curious, he decided to prank Raghav. He called him and said, I'm inside. I think I'm stuck. The gate won't open. Raghav panicked. He called me, terrified. I rushed with him to the spot. The gate was only 2 feet open. We pushed it and it slowly creaked upon. The moment we stepped inside was the beginning of our biggest mistake. As soon as we entered, Ali jumped out from behind and scared us. Raghav was frightened and he started shaking and sweating. We calmed him down and decided to head home. But just as we were leaving, a deep, angry echoed behind us. Stop! Leave him! He disturbed us. We froze. Near a tree, we saw a figure standing in the fog. But we didn't wait to find out more. We grabbed Raghav and ran. That night, Raghav developed a high fever. And from that day on, strange things started happening. Despite the freezing winter air, we began to feel sudden warm gusts like someone breathing behind us. We assumed it was just body heat from exercising, but we were always far apart. Sometimes we heard a woman crying, faint, distant. These things started following us home, but they couldn't enter the house, as if something was stopping them. Raghav was too scared to return to the lake. Only Ali and I continued with our routine. Until one night, Ali called and said, I'm going to the lake. Come join me. Half asleep, I got ready and left without checking the time. When I reached the lake, I saw a police patrolling van nearby. One officer approached me and asked, What are you doing here this late? I replied, I come here for walk and exercise. He looked shocked. You didn't check the time? No one allowed here before 4 a.m. It's dangerous. I quickly looked my phone. It was 2 a.m. My heart dropped. I opened my call logs to see when Ali had called, but there was no call, nothing from Ali. I was completely stunned. I decided to leave immediately. As I turned, I saw two people jogging along the trail. They were wearing hoodies and I couldn't see their faces, but seeing other people gave me false comfort. I plugged in my headphones and started jogging too. When I reached the lake that night, something was off. The entire lake was covered in a thick fog, but strange, the fog was only over the lake and nowhere else. That in itself felt unnatural. I started jogging while waiting for Ali, but as I ran, I was soon drenched in sweat, completely exhausted. I checked the time, it was 3 am, and then I collapsed. I felt like something had drained every ounce of strength from my body. I slowly dragged myself to a nearby bench, sat down, and began pressing my legs, trying to recover. I was sitting here, breathing heavily, when suddenly the cremation ground gate creaked open, and then a woman screamed, a loud, blood curdling scream that echoed across the lake. My heart stopped. I was so terrified. I couldn't even remember a single prayer. Out of the gate, someone stepped out. I couldn't tell who or what it was, but instead of coming toward me, it turned toward the lake, like it was running from something. And just like that, it disappeared into the water. I sat frozen. And then an old man appeared. He had a long, white beard, glowing slightly into the dark. He came up to me and said, in a calm but grave voice, leave this place. You were safe tonight, but next time you won't be. These spirits, they won't let you live. I was stunned. I asked, what is all this? Why is it happening to me? He just replied, go and don't look back. And then he vanished right in front of my eyes. I immediately got up and started walking away. As I passed the lake road again, those same two hooded figures from before appeared. This time they pointed at me and gestured for me to follow them. Earlier, I hadn't seen their faces, but now I looked carefully. What I saw nearly stopped my heart. They had no eyes, and blood was dripping down their faces from empty sockets. I turned and ran. One of them started chasing me. I don't know where I found the strength, but I ran faster than I ever had. I don't know where I found the strength, but I ran faster than I ever had. I sprinted through the fog and out toward the highway. As I reached the edge of the lake, I heard whispers, more than two, maybe 3 or 4 voices behind me. You, es- you escaped tonight, but we would drown you right here in this lake. Those voices stayed with me until I collapsed on the highway, unconscious. When I woke up, I was in my bed at home. Ali and Raghav were both sitting by my side. My parents were there too. Thankfully, my family believed in the supernatural. They immediately arranged for a spiritual cleaning. My sister's father in law practiced spiritual healing. He performed prayers and protected me. Later, when my family asked around, we discovered horrifying truth. Years ago, two people had drowned in that very lake, and a woman and child had been raped and murdered inside the cremation ground. Since then, locals have reported seeing the same woman wandering the area, crying, screaming, seeking help or revenge. It's been 3 years since that night. I have never gone back to the lake, not even once. I just want to say this to you, whoever is listening. Never go to a place without knowing its past. What you see on the surface may be peaceful, but what lies underneath could destroy you. If this story chilled your spine, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales from the dark side. Have a story of your own? Send it in the email given in the description because the shadows are always listening. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious.